I think it blows.
What do I think of America?
America, fuck yeah!
America rocks. People rock. I love freedom. People love freedom.
I don't really trust our government too much.
I think that the government rapes you with health insurance.
We just need to get over the fact that, we're America.
The experiences that I've had as a Mexican American, it's shit. My experience is shit, so that's what I say.
We're doomed.
I would basically say America is filled with a bunch of idiots who believe that reality TV and celebrityism is a lot more important than education and critical thinking.
They teach the kids what they want them to think about America, and they don't really teach them the facts anymore.
I would rebuild this education system. Yeah.
We're doomed.
Well, when I was a little younger, I thought that, America had a lot of opportunities, and it still does. But I think that my view has definitely changed since becoming a parent, because now I think of things like the educational system, the things that they are, because of budgeting and things, what they're cutting.
I also think that they're giving them way too much homework to compete with these other countries that actually know what they're doing.
My only argument is, you're cutting art, music, and extracurricular activities from school. Well, quite honestly, there were civilizations built on just those things.
I think it's just a bunch of fucking bullshit, and I wish I could afford a private school.
Rome was built that way, Greece was built that way, based on just learning how to be musical, how to be artistic, how to think beyond yourself. And I think that, nowadays a lot of that's gone or leaving us, and I think our kids are getting cheated for it.
I think it blows.
I don't like knowing that American kids are some of the dumbest kids in the world. I don't like that. And that makes me feel as a parent that I have more of a responsibility to teach and instruct my child on what I know as well. And that's not just book sense or anything like that. It's also like the way the world has become.
I say that I'm treated as second-class citizens in some Mexican American.
For me, America's no different than Mexico, no different than Europe, no different than anybody else. We all have our own homes, our own families.
When I ever go overseas, I just tell them that I'm American, but I'm not really American, because I don't support what the consensus.
I think that we still have opportunities to unite with each other and relate to each other and find a common ground with each other, and I still think there's hope for us.
I'm like a rebellious guy. Like the consensus of what Americans think, I don't really follow. I'm against it. Totally against it. I'm a left-winger, so.
We're all just living to get past the day, making our own bread. So how are we different than anybody else? You know what I mean? And we should just get past the fact that we come from different countries, that we look different. Because even within our own country, we all look different. Here in the United States, we all come from ethnicities, from Asian, from Latinos, from English, from Russia. It doesn't matter. We all still live here in America. So why are you gonna hate on other people when you got the same people living in your own country?
I just think that it's time to get down to work now. I think a lot of people are afraid of the work.
Last night I went to a show and it was all skinheads. But the band that I was recording, they had my back, and one of the skinheads tried to break my camera, and they beat the shit out of him.
It's like there's no reason to just create these boundaries for yourself just because you don't understand. Try to understand. Maybe that way you'll be less hateful, less ignorant.
And that's what happens here in Orange County. It's fucking totally right wing, and I hate it. The only reason I'm here is because of money problems.
So to tell you the truth, it's America. Right now, America's my home. It's where I live. But so is this world, and we should all just treat it that way.
Basically, I just think, corporate America and corporates all over the world pretty much run everything and are the reason why we're going down the shit chute.
They don't seem to grasp the idea that what happens elsewhere that is caused by an American corporation or the American government, which uses American corporations to get its way across without having to come back to the American government. And they really don't see how that affects them. They think it doesn't. Like, no, it's over there. It's not my problem. You wonder why people are blowing each other up and blowing up U.S. embassies. It's because of reasons like that.
I think, the people on that street, what's it called?
America has a responsibility to itself and the people. That was the foundations that America started off of, is being for the people. And we're not seeing that. We're seeing for the oligarchy, I would say.
Wall Street. I think the people on Wall Street are a bunch of blood-sucking vampires that are just out to get our money. Those vampires, like Twilight.
We're spoiled, like we're a fat, gluttonous society. We don't care about anybody else. We have buffets, but when we leave the food, we just throw it in the trash. We don't even bother to feed the homeless,
Basically, I think the corporations, control the media, and the media tells people what to do by.
You can take all that food and feed the homeless. We're a country that says, give us you're tired, you're hungry, and you're poor. But yet we don't take care of the poor.
It's very impactful on what people say and do and how they act. It's impacted me personally because I live in Southern California, which is a very materialistic place to live, and everybody's trying to compete and have the best of everything as a status. So living here has really impacted my life in a negative way because I'm not that type of person.
America is no different than the other countries. I just think people should just get over the fact that they're miles away from one another when they don't realize that they're still in the same freaking world.
I think that people generally don't have any faith in the government anymore, and eventually there's going to be like a kind of what's that movie with the English guy? He wears a mask. V for Vendetta.
Oh yeah.
I think we're going to have one of those.
Sooner or later, we're gonna come out of debt. Everything's gonna be fine. Yeah.
It'll start off small. People will start dancing around in costumes, and some little kid will get shot, and that'll be the end of it.
I think we should just get down to it and just respect each other, learn to live with one another, because we all share the same world. It's not just our country. It's not just this chunk of land. It's this whole entire massive planet we're all stuck in.